Hey there. What we're going to do today, I've been putting off doing this, is we're getting this muddy spot along the edge of our driveway right here. And anytime you park there or anything, go to get in the vehicle, you track mud in it and stuff. What I'm going to do is try to take some of these gravels and just kind of push across and get enough to cover that up. Really been nice to have a couple ton of gravel right in that section, but that's not an option at this point. The reason I've been putting it off is see all these bigger 2-inch rock like that mixed in with the pea gravel. I put that bigger rock down when we first put our driveway in here for the house, and then when we built our porch, we filled in underneath we filled inside the block to pour the concrete on with pea gravel. Filled it plumb full of pea gravel, leveled it off, poured the concrete instead of putting metal. Cost wise, it was a little bit cheaper to do it that way for the size we was doing. And what was left, I just spread out over top of these big rock to make it a little bit easier to walk on. So I'll get this old Dodge moved and we shall get started and see what happens. Starts like that every time, no matter how cold it is, as long as you got battery power. About somebody leave a good rope out here and let it freeze up. And that was me. When you're adjusting these land planes, the best way to do it is set it down on the ground all the way down, and then take and adjust this one up or down, whichever way, till it's got some slack where it's not really pulling or pushing either way, kind of in the middle. And also make sure this one don't have a whole lot of pressure on it. Make sure both of them got a little wiggle to them on both sides. That way you know one side's not got longer than the other. And also when you set it down, you want your top link to where it's just snug. Lengthen it out to where it's just snug against the back of the hole. That way on your pin, that way when you go to pull forward, the back of the land plane doesn't try to raise up when this front cutting edge digs in. See how it all sets good and even on the ground. You don't want to level it as far as putting a level on it. You just want to get it level with the tractor in every direction. And like I said, have that top link run out so that when you pull forward, the back of the land plane doesn't tip up. I'm holding just a little bit of pressure up on the land plane, not letting it all the way down to where the full weight's on the ground. Trying to keep it from cutting in too deep. Before it pulls too much gravel, we'll get some pulled over here and turn around and back dress everything. Here's something that if you got a BX, either has happened to you or will happen to you. I was noticing, whoop, there's another nut. It's got a lock nut on it, just not seen that. Your throttle will start creeping off on you, you'll notice. Oh, especially like right here where this rocks is making the tractor vibrate. The throttle would back off, and what happened, these nuts had come loose, and I had to tighten that one up, and then I'm tightening my jam nut up on this one. The jam nut's come plumb off. So, get her put back together. I just tightened it up to where that handle snugged up pretty good, and then put the jam nut on it. Now what I'm doing here, the way I was coming in and kind of circling around and dragging back out that way, now I'm going to tighten this top link up, shorten it some to where it'll pitch the back end of the land plane up just a little bit, and not push down so hard right on the back, and then start out there and push everything back this way and kind of dress it in, dress it down. I'm gonna tighten this up till I feel it pull on it just a little, and then should be good shape. But here it is after we got it finished up. Got it all dressed in, and I went back over it and walked it all in with them turf tires. That's one thing I like about turf tires. They're good to pack with, and they kind of blend everything in, mash everything together. Makes a good clean finish. Wind's picking up. But if y'all will, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I appreciate you watching. Appreciate all my new subscribers. I've got several last little bit. John Ritter from Ritter Biddle Do, he gave me a shout out on his channel, an excellent one. He was couldn't believe what he did. I greatly appreciate that, and that he believes in me enough to give me a reference, I guess. But y'all have a good one, and we'll catch you on the next one.